XRP, XLM, and HBAR, three antique cash that I've pointed out for a very long time on this channel, and three groups tied to them: Hedera, Stellar, and of Direction, Ripple. These are three agencies that I foresee becoming, you realize, the Amazon, Google, Apple of the destiny. And as we certainly reflect on consideration on how large crypto is becoming, it's turning into big, and the efficiencies, the tech, that's what I'm sincerely focused on, because it just makes experience for all of this to be incorporated in order that we are able to truly utilize those initiatives, make use of this era to ultimately make those efficiencies widely known and take benefit of them. And on this video, I truly need to talk approximately what's happening proper now and the way the USA is set to adopt those technologies. I suggest the US is prepared. We just have some more matters left that is preventing those governments from integrating and using this tech. We're going to talk approximately all of that in this video. So welcome to the channel, anybody. My name is Nick. For those which can be new to the channel, desire you've been in this video. You do come to be a subscriber, and also for those obtainable that are looking for a solid exchange to make use of around this area that might not cross down throughout. You realize excessive pressure times, it truly is, 24/7 customer support enabled. That's, you understand, absolutely regulated, and additionally US buyers can utilize it confidently. Caleb and Brown is probably your excellent path. I've been utilizing this alternate for a little bit of time. I've been taking part in it. I realize a number of you out there have additionally been enjoying it. So you already know, try it out. There's going to be a hyperlink down within the description below. Try it out. If you don't like it, ditch it. If you do adore it, what's up? Perhaps it turns into your new favorite change. Let's dive on in even though, and let's talk approximately a few things. Number one, there has been a current convention wherein David Sachs became talking approximately how economic innovation ought to show up within the United States. Check it out. Approach turned into using this vital generation of the destiny offshore, and we want to preserve that innovation onshore inside the US. Financial assets are destined to grow to be virtual, much like every analog enterprise has ended up virtual, and we need that price introduction to manifest in the United States in preference to giving it away to other nations. Approach. So yeah, I suggest concentrate. Economic innovation need to manifest within the US, however, it need to happen additionally globally. It's inevitable, right? This generation is inevitable to come to be. You realize incorporated and basically emerge as that basis that each unmarried issue of fee moves over on top of that. We additionally saw a video where XRP, XLM, and HBAR, three massive players, had been stated on NASDAQ. Big shout to Smoke Dog for this. We've got, listen carefully, you are watching mainstream media awaken in actual time to the great ability that ISO 2002 will bring to the crypto markets. What turned into, as soon as brushed off as speculation, is now being stated through the very establishments that form worldwide finance. Price is without a doubt an attention grabber. It is what gets people speaking, but the actual tail lies below the floor. Infrastructure is being constructed, regulatory readability is forming, and the financial machine is quietly aligning with blockchain-based solutions so as to reshape global bills, exchange, and price alternate. The clips under are the early warning signs and symptoms before trillions of dollars in capital circulate a handful of crypto property located on the middle of this variation. By the time the loads realize what is taking place, the window of possibility may have already closed. The query is, are you paying attention? And test out these video clips. We kind of should consider to trustlessness, right? And collateral management, custody, execution, pleasant understanding, who your counterparty is. A lot of bilateral derivatives are going to explode in quantity proper. It's now not most effective simply going to be centralized exchanges replacing fiat for blockchain assets. It will be all styles of buying and selling. And numerous that for institutional adoption goes to require familiar stages of trust. So that has to be married lower back. Index investing, I assume our biggest theme, ultimate 12 months, turned into that people didn't realize what to do after Bitcoin. And I think many human beings, nevertheless, do not, and most humans possibly shouldn't, proper 5%ers who are going to spend 5% in their funding time considering crypto, and perhaps even allocating 1% or 2% or 3%, should not spend the time important to decide whether it'll be Solana or Sui. Infrastructure plays are thrilling the hobby. However, which one proper, which one's going to reign? Splendid once more. I do not think all of us had Ripple and Stellar on proper on their bingo cards for an exceptional performer out of a coin S20 last year. So index making an investment with type of you realize maintaining rebalancing into the pinnacle performers, the largest names, the fine liquidity proper, the very best implementation value. That is how a whole lot of our indices are constructed. We're about to release a bunch of recent indices subsequent week. Actually, they go an awful lot broader for the professional. Set for the hedge fund that has a 200 token intensity for the IPO marketplace maker, who in reality wishes to think about now not Bitcoin and Ether, approximately the subsequent 100 tokens we assume stirring the markets, going to be very vital. So correlation to the one's tail assets is going to be critical for the regular investor. And I suggest, listen, as we begin to see plenty extra reputation of these old cash like XRP, XLM, HBAR, and so forth, it feels as, although the international is beginning to awaken to what is going on, I, in my view, see these utility-based totally initiatives turning into a ways more integrated than we even assume viable. I suggest while we examine tokenization, tokenization is turning into one of the most heavily debated and talked about topics around international finance. I suggest, even as you observe BlackRock and Fidelity and the huge Wall Street players, you already know they're all talking now about tokenization, and they are speak me about tokenization. I do apologize. I don't apprehend why this keeps gambling. Twitter is just disturbing. However, they're all speaking about tokenization because they apprehend that it will affect every unmarried asset class. They want to carry all of those asset instructions on chain because it also saves them a ton of cash. It opens up more sales possibilities for them. And in the long run, we recognize the entirety goes virtual. We recognize everything goes digital. Digital because we preserve listening to about it from the huge gamers, which might be really worried at the grand scheme of factors and speaking greater. So about that we have over right here. And the United States authorities goes to enforce regionally advanced blockchain generation to beautify transparency and monetary exponential pick wisely. Subjective Perspectives published this back in the long run of January. Check this out. President Trump, meanwhile, signed an executive order remaining week aiming to make the US the crypto capital of the arena, developing a running organization to advise the White House on a regulatory framework and legislative proposals consisting of comparing the advent of a potential US digital asset stockpile. Perienne, what do you consider that? This government order absolutely sets the tone from the pinnacle, which is something that's been deeply wanted. Maria, you mentioned some of the issues we've had in AI, especially in opposition. With China, this isn't always the most effective, superior generation in which the US has completely fallen behind China and other countries globally. The US is not the crypto capital of the sector nowadays. A lot of the investments, the development, the innovation isn't always going on right here. It's occurring in Asia. It's happening inside the Middle East. It's taking place everywhere else. But right here, why? Because we've had very poor leadership in this problem. So we were very proud to see President Trump come out and well known the vital importance of cryptocurrencies, spotting this as a sophisticated technology. It's essential for the countrywide protection and the